Okay, it's good. Hey everybody, welcome to What's Happening in Central Oregon.
Yeah.
Our every 2-week synopsis? No, it's not a synopsis. Just a rundown of all the stories of the past 2 weeks that we think are relevant to our viewers and to you and to people living in Central Oregon and Bend. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the news. How you doing today?
All right.
It has been a really busy couple of weeks. Not necessarily for the news, but for us.
So, a lot of business, lots of things going on, and I feel like slightly under the weather, but I'll do my best.
All right, we're going to go through, we're going to crush this, we're going to tell the people what they need to know, and then we can let people get on with their days, and we can get on with our day. So here we go. We're going to talk about some stories today, and we're going to talk about, the first thing we're going to talk about is Bear Creek Crossing. It's a new apartment complex. You probably know where this is. You just don't know that you know it yet because you don't know what it's called. It's not Bear Creek Village, but that's the thing. There's two things: Bear Creek Village and Bear Creek Crossing.
Is it on Bear Creek Road?
They're both on Bear Creek Road. They're both in different areas. We'll outline the difference in just a minute.
I should just make bear puns here. So.
I'm just going to go for it. 900 Wall. We've got a new restaurant coming in there. We'll talk about that. The city council is finally looking at the Empire and 97
Hallelujah.
And 3rd Street intersection there. That is awesome. Don't know what's going to happen.
Because enough people complained.
Oh my gosh.
I would hope so.
It's a brutal intersection. We got a bunch of restaurant news, really. I mean, we've already talked about 900 Wall, but Sun River Brewing is closing down on Galveston. And there's a whole bunch of changes going on Galveston. We jump into that. And same thing for downtown. The Drake is changing owners, and we actually happen to know that the Washington is changing owners. Shh, nobody knows that. We'll get into that later as well. And then we're talking about a new, finally we'll end with a neighborhood here. Big news. I haven't seen anybody report on this yet, but there is a big chunk of land in Bend that has been, slated for homes for a long time. And we now know that Lennar Homes is coming in. They're going to bring like 500 homes to this area of town. So
I think that's going to be news to me too. I'm sitting here like you didn't tell me this one.
Aha. All right.
Blindsiding me.
Blindsiding you. Before we do that, hang on. I need to pull up our other screen here. Share screen. Go over here. Oh boy, here we go. Bear with me. Sorry, I wasn't exactly prepared for this. Okay, boom, here we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at, this is Bear Creek.
Apartments on Bear Creek Road.
Bear Creek Apartments on Bear Creek Road. So you guys know that there's a new roundabout going in, basically here at Bear Creek and Purcell. Pettigrew, Purcell. It's all the same. I mean, it's literally right there. So this is Purcell, this is Pettigrew, and this is Bear Creek, if you're joining us and watching this on YouTube, hopefully. So they're putting in a big roundabout right here, and this has been closed basically all summer, I think, right? They've been putting in this roundabout here, but we've actually been getting on our Instagram some people asking like, yeah, but what else is going on there? And I didn't exactly know because I don't travel that way a whole bunch, but all of this dirt that you can see here is going to be this massive new apartment complex. So big old apartment complex here. Gosh, I want to say there's 200 and there's a lot of units. So here we go. We've got site plans here. This is one of them.
Oh, so that's going to take up that whole corner. Wow.
Taking up the whole corner. And then there's the rest. Here's the rest of it here. This is even more. I mean, there's a bunch to this. So there's a lot of apartments coming into here. And I think there's even going to be some standalone small village, like not cottages, but just small, maybe they call them colleges or muses or whatever. I think there's also going to be some of those going on. What's interesting though is that they've done a bunch of. There's one other thing that I don't have pulled up yet. Yep. So that's it. It's going to be a 176 unit apartment complex. That's a lot of units. So, but they didn't just build apartments. They were required to widen Bear Creek Road, dedicate land for the roundabout.
Bike paths.
Yeah, exactly. Sidewalks, bike paths, street extension to help the traffic flow. And this is something that the city's doing a lot nowadays. And people like to troll a lot online and leave kind of negative comments. And we on our Instagram, or What's Happening Central Oregon Instagram. But the reality is, everybody's doing the best job that they can. And so the city doesn't have the resources always to do the civic improvements to the area when a project's coming in. So they
put it on the developer.
So they make the developer do it. Yeah. So the developer who is doing all of these developments, and make no bones about it, we are definitely in a housing crunch right now. We need more supply, even though I know that people say, oh, there's tons of homes for sale right now. We're still in a supply crunch, and there's still a lot of...
But we've had a lot of apartments built in the last 5 years, I feel like.
We have.
You have all the ones out by, outside of town towards south. That big one, and then you have this one, and then you have multiple inner city ones that have been built and stuff.
There's also
we have the one over Colorado.
I was gonna say by 27th.
Yeah.
By 27th and like Neff, but not really Neff, just down the road from there. All that thing right there is going to be new apartments. You know what I'm talking about? Here, I'll show you. Everybody. Just look at this. Right there. No.
Well.
Where
Give me some.
Hold on. Oh, there's St. Charles. Sorry. Here. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. So, oh, gosh darn it. The people can't see this. Whoop. There we go. Right here. I'll scroll out here real quickly. This is St. Charles. This is 27th. This is Neff, basically. Here. There's a little medical dermatology place right here. This right here is going to be a bunch of apartments right on the road. They're actually building them right now.
Yeah.
You're right. There are a whole lot of apartments coming to the area, and I didn't realize I had a courtyard like that.
Wow.
And we've got a lot of inventory coming online. So it's exciting to, in one regard, right? So anyway, that's coming. Bear Creek apartments are coming there. Again, not to be confused with Bear Creek Village. That is actually happening like right here.
Oh. Another development.
There's another, and this is an affordable housing development right here that's going on. So that is also something that we've reported on or we've talked about. But in fact, the applications are now online to apply to. It's kind of like a lottery because it's affordable housing to get into this. You're approved, you meet the income requirements, and you can, buy a house in here. So, all right, let's move on. Oh, dang it! I'm not showing that. Sorry, everybody. This is a Bear Creek roundabout right here. And this is the area right here. This is coming up onto
you got the
Pilot Butte.
The police station or fire hall right there.
Yep. And then right here, this is going to be affordable housing. It's that they're currently working on right now. So our next story, let's see what we have. We talked about those. Let's go to some business stuff right now.
It's all business.
Now, 900 Wall closed a few months ago, and kind of a bummer. A lot of people really loved that place. I mean, we had one of our. It was
kind of sudden.
It was kind of sudden. Some people actually had gift cards. They were a little bummed that they couldn't use them. And you and I used to, we had some of our fancy estates there when we were much younger. So now, anyway, we have a new chef now in town. So we've got a new chef taking over that spot. And it's going to be called the Hudson. Now, I've got some insider news here. Let me pull up my notes real quick. Where is it? Darn it. This is not the... Thank you. No, that's not the one. This one here. So it's going to be one of Ben's premier fine dining experiences, and it's going to be led by Chef George Morris. Now, Chef George Morris is kind of the person that helped open the Bos Taurus. And I don't think he's not there anymore. He doesn't work for Bos Taurus anymore, but now he's going out on this new venture here. He's going to open up the Hudson. Now, what I've heard is that he's actually going to try to make it a really, really high end. It's not just going to be a steakhouse. It's going to be an elevated dining experience, a really, high end place. From what I've understand, they're going to take the upstairs and make it like a private club. Sort of the way they do at Zydeco, the loft. So from what I've heard, they're going to do a loft style private club up above. And they've got this really special grill, coal-fired grill that they're going to cook everything on. Oh. So it's going to be this interesting, authentic experience. I think it's like an Italian or French kind of
something
special cooking utensil that they're going to use to cook all of their food. But it should be, a really awesome high-end place. So definitely
their website is swanky.
Yeah. Tag all your foodie friends. This is going to be something that people are going to want to go and check out. They're definitely going to try to make this obviously a really high scale dining experience. So you can join their email list and be the first to know.
Follow along on their Instagram and Facebook.
If they genuinely have caviar, that's kind of cool. I don't think anybody in town has caviar. I'm just kidding. That's the photo that they've got up. Again, nobody saw that because
you're not sharing your screen.
I'm not sharing my screen. Oh man, this is the Hudson Swanky website, and join the email list and the Hudson, and there it is. Sorry, we're just killing this right now.
We're
So, what do you think? Are you guys excited for the Hudson? Are you excited for a new high-level dining experience? And if this was a super elevated, exclusive membership club type place, sort of like the Loft with Zydeco below it, is that something that you would be interested in? Are you a fan of the Loft? Do you even know about the Loft? The Loft is a super exclusive club. It's tied in with Zydeco. We've got some friends that work there. We've never been club members there, but but we know of it. If that's something that you're interested in, would you like a different take on that? Would you like a different dining experience other than what Zydeco has to offer? Obviously, they've got some fantastic food there, but this is going to be a different look. So anyway,
this matcha looking drink is just so distracting to
I know
me.
it's killing
you,
huh?
That's a very cool graphic.
Wow. Okay, let's move on to our next story though. I'm pretty excited about this one.
This is like, I don't believe it should have gone on as long as it did.
All right, little background. I'm gonna do my thing where I screw this up, take us off of the screen, or take the news story off. When they did the North Intercept, the North Intercept changeover, right? There on
that was going to solve all the problems.
It was going to solve all the problems of the Parkway. Let's pull this out. Go over here, right? So they made a mess, and I don't even know if this is still under construction on Google, but basically they changed all this up, right? And so now we've got a problem with the way that, when you come off right here, why is this so slow right now? Burning up the internet. So we've got this issue right now where you can't, if you're coming from Empire and you want to head to Sisters, you have to go all the way through to this intersection right here. That's creating a massive backup. But even before that, there was a massive issue right here, taking a left onto the Parkway. So if you're coming from Empire, which is a really major road nowadays, I mean, with all of the building and development they've got going on east of Empire.
Yeah, I mean, as Petrosa gets bigger, it's going to have more people, living that way, taking that arterial road. You have all the construction that's going on through town, so everybody's using Empire. Yeah, and it's a complete cluster.
Absolutely.
Trying to take a left onto the bypass, but also the people that are coming in from Sisters, like that backs up so far, like on a Friday.
Yeah.
With people coming into town, coming here to partake over the weekend, they have to get over here to get onto the bypass. It's just a mess. I don't really think they thought it all the way through. Well, or they didn't let us know that maybe, hey, this is, the next section that we're going to be fixing.
Well, no, it's not that they're going to be fixing. They didn't know this was going to be a problem. And since that change, I mean, it's only been fixed for like a year. Really, I mean, the North Intercept plan with this new traffic pattern has really only been around for a year, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
In that year and a half, they've already known this has been an issue. And the city and ODOT, because it was the Parkway thing, have been pointing their fingers at each other, saying it's not our problem, it's your problem. And the city's like, it's not our problem, it's your problem. So both sides,
like pointing.
Yes, exactly. It's that thing. All the Spider-Mans pointing at each other. Nobody's really been willing to take, kind of responsibility for this. And now the Bend City Council, this is another thing I think is kind of interesting. Bend City Council is now discussing. They've got this GO bond that passed a few years ago. All this money for roads, right? That's why, if you're wondering, we're seeing all these roundabouts, we're seeing all this road construction.
Butler Market is a mess.
Yeah, you've got Butler Market, you've got Franklin, you've got, they're going to come back to Reed at some point, right? They're going to do the roundabout there. They've got tons
they were just
of roundabouts.
Announcing the bridge for that too. That's another one we need to talk about.
Exactly. So there's a ton of road construction going on, and a lot of this all comes from this funding that we all passed in a bond measure for the roads. Here's what's interesting. Some of the projects that they lined out are so far down the road that they're not going to be able to get to them. And they have to spend a percentage of this money before it's too late.
Ooh.
So they have to spend all this money up. And so now they're going, crap, we're not ready to, go down to Murphy and do that, the little intersection down there at the very bottom of Murphy in 97 or the Parkway. They wanted to redo that, which I don't know. There's not really any traffic on it. So city councilors just recently said, all right, let's divert some of this money and let's go check out what's going on over at Empire. So there are no official plans yet. And there isn't even that much of a budget approved for this.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to look at it. And that alone is good enough for me. There's only $18 million available, reallocated from an ODOT project that fell through when the state couldn't match funding for the Murphy interchange ramps. That was what we're talking about there. So councilor says the Empire intersection is bubbled up as one of the community's top complaints. Duh. It's a brutal one. It is a brutal one. So fingers crossed that they can figure out what to do.
They need to do something.
I think that, and we've had people comment on our Instagram on the What's Happening Central Oregon Instagram. They just do a turn under. They just do like a wrap under. Hang on, let's pull it up. And like right here, instead of taking a left and going down south this way, there needs to be a whoop-de-woo here.
A whoop-de-woo?
Like that, yeah. So
okay, but then they're going to have to buy some land. And
right here, they go like that. So yeah, some of this would be obviously in trouble. But if they do a pull under here like this, boom, then all of the people can stay in this right lane. Then at least these people can move, and then you can have another lane going straight through to here. Maybe. It's better than being backed up to take the left. I mean, that's only one issue, but then you've got this issue here because this backs all the way up. And I mean, this backs all the way back to way back to here.
It's backing up way farther than it's ever backed up.
And then you've got people.
And a lot of that is because about the market.
And then
like anywhere you turn these days is like construction.
That's right.
And then you stop. Yesterday, I went the wrong way, and I realized I wasn't going to swim lessons. I was going to drama class with our daughter.
Yeah.
And then I was just like. And I was like, oh no, I can't go down this way. No, I can't go. And it was like full blown, like, I don't know where I'm going.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. You have to plan so far ahead to get around some of these detours right now. And if you don't plan far enough ahead, you find yourself going,
you can't go Butler Market, but you can't go Empire at 5:00. And it's like.
Only in Portland closed yesterday.
Yeah.
Only in Portland and Wall right there. They closed just for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And we did a post on it, right, on our Instagram, warning people. And it went out yesterday morning at 6 a.m. Like, hey, just
not early enough.
Just so you know. And then yesterday evening, so funny, either KTVZ or What's Happening did a news story on all the people that didn't know that this was going to happen and had a U-turn and turn around. And like they have a camera guy there, and all these people, just a steady stream of people doing a U-turn around because they got to the intersection and couldn't go anywhere. They're like, oh crap. So they had to turn around. And I was over here sitting like, I tried to warn everybody.
Yeah.
If you're not already following What's Happening in Central Oregon on Instagram, you need to. So, all right. That's our fun underpass situation. Let's go back to some restaurant and business news.
A lot of restaurant stuff today.
I cannot believe it. Even my mom said, what's going on with all of the restaurants changing hands and shuffling and closing and opening? Is it always like this? And I was like, no, it's not. It is kind of strange that this is all just kind of happening. And maybe we're a little bit more tuned in than normal, but still, it's crazy. Sun River Brewing is leaving its Galveston location.
Which is really kind of sad.
Kind of thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not shocked by it because I think with everything else that we've been talking about, I think it's like one of those things that it's like, it just gets layered upon layer to layer, and like businesses cannot sustain, with the cost of everything and the, people kind of being more tighter budgets lately because everything is so more expensive, but then also if you layer on construction on top of that, like businesses cannot sustain what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, it's not very surprising that they're wanting to get out of there before they start beautifying Galveston.
Right.
Because, you start tearing it all up, people aren't going to come in there.
Yeah.
And
so what they're doing here is somebody has bought the old Boss Rambler site. We've talked about that before. They're going to make this a big, huge building, right? And then the city has some new setback rules in which this building here, this is the building that Sun River's in, and they're going to do some major. Everyone's kind of taking this new Galveston renovation. The whole road's going to get kind of tore up and reshaped. So a lot of the people here are taking this as an opportunity to spruce up their own frontage.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what's going on with the building owner right here. And so they're going to do a bunch of reno on this building to kind of spruce it up. And Sun River's like, yeah, we're not really keen
sticking around for that.
Yeah, we're not sticking around for that. We're not really happy with what the renos are going to be in the first place. We like it the way it is, so we're just going to pull out. We're going to do our thing. We're going to go elsewhere.
Gosh, that's so expensive.
They've got 4 or 5 other locations. They got a location like in Eugene, Portland, somewhere over in the valley. Yeah.
So they have the East Side location, which is great. Shout out to them. Every Monday morning, you guys always pull through for the team meeting.
That's right.
But
it is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer.
It's an established area. It's been there a long time.
Italian place still stay on the end?
It is. So that was the thing. Bosa is still there.
They are to go there.
They are sticking with it.
Yeah.
And they're going to they're actually, because that building was kind of funny.
I miss the bakery.
That's what I said. I miss the bakery too. It used to be a bakery in there. And there's a funny situation with the restrooms. Remember how you had to kind of like exit the building to get to the restroom? It was even like that with the bakery long time ago. But anyway, they're doing the reno, so Bosa's going to get its own restrooms now, dedicated restrooms to that particular thing. And then because Sun River's leaving, by the time they're done renovating Sun River's space, it's going to be 2 new restaurant spaces. They're going to split it up and divide it into 2 different restaurant spaces. So that'll be interesting to see, because then we also right here with the new spot here, we're going to have 2 or 3 restaurant spaces in here as well. So
that could be good.
More food, definitely more food is coming to Galveston. Yeah, wild, huh?
That is wild. Yeah.
But it's also really,
I think a lot of things, everybody loves like the old look to everything. It adds charm and stuff like that. But I think a lot of these buildings are going to go through renovation because they're not built to sustain the amount of traffic that they're getting.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I'm not shocked by that. And I think that's good for the building owner to update, and give a little bit better quality of product to their tenants. But I don't, it's interesting that they think all of this construction businesses can sustain.
Well, I think that it's
also when you start to limit all the amount of traffic that's going down there. Because I mean, if you look at that property, where are people going to park? You open that up and take away their parking on the frontage. Like, where are you supposed to park? You're supposed to park in front of the houses, and then people get mad that you park in front of their houses.
Well, that's another thing the city's looking at, is expanding their parking districts for paid or permitted parking, expanding it into areas like that where that people can't just super smash and crowd this area with parking. They have to either pay for it or have it be permitted or have it be, whatever. And they're currently looking at different ways to do that. But I think that this would be a very interesting area to do that too, because you're right. It is tough to find parking. Like,
you can't
just try to go to a 10 Barrel in Galveston on a Friday night. Like you're walking a mile. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and then you're parking right in front of somebody's house. It's like,
and they're not happy about it.
Yeah, they're not happy about it.
Because they have friends coming over. Now their friends can't park there. It's like,
so,
or you block their driveway.
But this is also really interesting because this is just one more layer of a lot. We've talked about this before, a lot of restaurant shakeups. We've already talked about 900 Wall today. We've already talked about, Sun River Brewing today, but also the Drake. Right there on the corner of Franklin and Wall. They're getting new ownership. It's new ownership. Actually, one of the guys is a part of Ken's Pizza, which, guys, if you haven't been to Ken's Pizza.
Yeah, I want to go back. Can you take me back?
It was really freaking good. It was really freaking good. I hate to say this, but we were fortunate enough and blessed enough to get to go to Italy and have Italian pizza, and Ken's Pizza is not far. I mean, it is good. It's damn good.
Can't tell you the difference. It was amazing.
Yeah, in fact,
cherry, tomato, whatever pizza,
in many cases, it was better than Italian pizza. It was
so good,
fantastic. So anyway, point is, one of the ownership group there is going to be buying into the Drake. Now they're not looking to really change much. Here, let's see. I got a little story here. Another downtown Bend restaurant is changing hands. The Drake. Now, from what I understand, and I could totally be wrong, but I believe that there's going to be a change of ownership with the Washington too in Northwest Crossing. And I'm not allowed to say who or what that is, but I'm pretty sure that the owner of the Drake and the Washington is the same person, and they are kind of getting out of both of their endeavors at the same time. So there's new owners coming to the Washington as well. Now, this also comes as news that the Lemon Tree, just 2 doors down, is also up for sale. It's so wild how so many different businesses are all changing at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just something to me that I've never really, I've never seen so much change at one time. So next year, it's going to be like, everything's new. I'm going to go around next summer and check out all the new places.
Well, I don't know.
All right. That's restaurant news for you today. Again, tons of restaurant news.
Shakeup.
Tons of shakeup. Now, for the last thing I want to bring up, let's go back to our map real quick. There's this huge chunk of land, and we know some of the kind of deets on it. We're going to let everybody know here, but it's definitely a strange thing that's happened. I'm not sure that I'm super excited for it.
I know what you're talking about now.
See. Now, I should have, if I had a better program, I could like outline this, but you can see all this land here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. So you see this.
Oh, you're talking to me, not talking to them. Okay.
Talking to you, not talking to them. But we also have like right here. So all of this little area right here.
So is it still not showing up on that?
What?
Okay, you keep talking.
All right.
I'm going to research.
So all this neighborhood right here is known as Countryside. Okay. Now, Countryside is a high-end neighborhood. It is a lot of the same builders as like Northwest Crossing and Discovery West. And then over here, we have, this is Hidden Hills, right? Hidden Hills is another high-end built neighborhood. And this is kind of an RV park, but that's okay. We don't worry about that.
That is a high-end RV.
It is a high-end.
That is a nice RV park.
So right here, we've got a really high-end neighborhood. Right over here, we've got a really high-end neighborhood. Right over here, down in this corner, I'll move the map over. We've got Easton coming through. And, there's a little bit of drama going on with Easton and some of their commercial developments. But, they're nice, newer homes. We've got a lot going on in this side of town. And it was kind of like it was gearing up to be kind of a swanky part of town, kind of a nice high-end part of town. And this is 5 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, when they announced Countryside and they started building this. We were under the impression, we had heard that this was going to be kind of first couple of phases of a massive different, because this is all owned by the same person. All of this was owned by the same person. This is the J.L. Ward property. And so I thought this was all going to be master planned and all done by these
originally on their website,
builders.
It had multiple phases, and then the farther you moved in, there were going to be bigger lots, and then there was going to be some park and rec parks in there, and it was all supposed to be one. But they were starting on this side of the road. Exactly. And I'm pointing at the screen; you can't see it, but
well, they can right here.
Yeah.
So I think also that maybe the economy turning the last 3 years with interest rates going up, some of these home sales slowed. And so the owner of this land decided to, and again, all I know is because there's a sign, literally a sign right here saying that Lennar Homes is coming to the area. Now, nothing else has been announced. Lennar hasn't put anything up on their website yet. They're still talking about Arcadia Point, which is in the northeast side of town. But I have found plans online.
Ooh, look at you.
This is...
Holy cannoli, that's a big...
This is 550 something
that's
homes.
That's a lot of Lennar homes.
Coming to Southeast Bend. Crazy, huh? So this is currently what is proposed.
Man, they are just smashed in there.
But again, these plans were done by the ownership group of the land. This wasn't done by Lennar. I think that the ownership group says, here's 550 lots, and Lennar says, yes, we'll take a bunch of them. So, or all of them. We don't know the details.
Yeah, you don't know if it's going to get divvied up or if it's going to be.
But there's a big sign right in the corner of the road there.
Right there.
Literally right here. Yep.
It says Lennar.
This is Country Club Road and Murphy. And there's a big sign literally right there that says Lennar Homes coming soon. So
yeah, and you got 500 more homes coming into that. Like Murphy's going to get
This is going to be a massively populated part of town. I mean, we've got almost 1,000. We've got 800 homes coming to Easton. We've got 500 homes coming over here. We've got probably 200 or 300 homes already in here. Mm-hmm. And then, we've got some affordable housing options right here. This is a Hayden Homes development. It's going to be right here with hundreds and hundreds of homes. This is going to be a massively populated side of town soon.
And then you got Stevens Ranch too.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then when we really zoom out, we've got thousands and thousands of homes.
Yeah.
4,000 homes coming to this block right here. So that's your update on the southeast side of town housing.
So, you could do a little PSA when you walk into these model homes for like Lennar or some other production builders in town. Mm-hmm. They give you a little QR or a little code or a little card to fill out. Sometimes it's electronic. Sometimes it's just a paper card. And they say, are you represented? So do your agents a favor and say, yes, you are represented. Yeah. Because as soon as you fill out that card and give them your information, they immediately think that you are unrepresented. So when you go to buy one of these homes,
it's going to make it difficult.
It's going to make it difficult for you to be represented and for them to pay your commission for your buyer's agent.
Yeah.
We can go into that on another video, but just so you know, when you walk in, you're perusing on the weekends and you just pop into a model home, always say you're represented.
There have been some change. Yeah, you're right. There have been some changes. And again, look, the market's been tighter. The market's been more competitive. If you are, considering buying or selling, reach out to the agents that you want to use. Mm-hmm. By the way, that's going to be us. And then, have a discussion so that you can move forward with going and looking at homes. If you pop into one of these neighborhoods, especially Lennar is actually kind of on my, can I say turd list? Because they seem to just think that they can grab people and own people just because they walked into their house.
People should be able to be represented by the people they want to be.
Exactly. Representation is really important, but also when you're buying new construction, just to make sure that there's eyes on all of these processes that go the right way.
That are looking out for you. Mm-hmm. Remember, the selling agent represents the builder, and they're first and foremost obligated to the builder. And so
exactly. So if there's any sort of discrepancy, they're going to take the builder side, not your side, right? So
honestly, I'm kind of like shocked how Countryside. Maybe this is just an old Google.
Sadly, it is. I see where you're going right here. You're like, it looks like they should be further along right in this area.
Are. I think
they are too. They are much further back
here. Closer to Telecom Village there.
Yes, they're just. It's just an old satellite, which is kind of weird. Like we get more updated satellites from plenty of other areas. I don't know why that's so far behind.
Come on, Google.
Sheesh. All right. Look, that's it. We did the thing we did. We did it. 32 minutes in. Thank you guys so much for listening today. We hope you got some value out of this.
That's rambling.
Blow it up in the comments. Let us know what you think of this thing. And then again, reach out if you or somebody you know is looking to buy or sell here in the area. It's not just us anymore. We've got a full team. We've got 2 other agents, a videographer and a transaction coordinator. We are growing and we are loving all the people that we get to help.
And also Katie and Jacob.
That's what I said.
I know, but it sounded like you said transaction coordinator and videographer.
And 2 other agents, Katie and Jacob. So thanks guys so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around with us as we rambled here at the end. And we will see you over